Hello everyone, this is Noodle here today with a little video on the anatomy of Team Deathmatch. This is how to really take a good look at these new maps that we have. These maps are brand new to everyone that's playing them. How to assess them. How to be effective on these maps while they're brand new, while everyone doesn't know every little nook and cranny of the maps. We're also going to use this video to take a look at the Parcel Storm map and how to be effective on this map in particular. Right now we're outside of the US spawn point. There's 4 main spawn points on this base. There's the US main spawn point. Right there we're looking at the Chinese spawn point. These are the 2 main spawn points on this map. Is right there and right down there. But every once in a while, the spawn points will change up depending on the flow of the map. And you'll have spawns over here and over here. You get kind of a cross battle going on where everyone's shooting across the map. Now the key to Team Deathmatch, like most things in Battlefield, is patience. Just be patient. The #1 cause of death in Battlefield, other than bullets, is just going too quickly. Running too quickly out in the open, not thinking about your next move before you make it, and someone just happens to spot you and mow you down. You see that guy right there? He's right out in the open. He has no cover. He's gonna get shot. He's already got half health there. The key is to have the most cover at all times. One of the biggest tricks to playing Battlefield, in particular Team Deathmatch, on one of these 64-man meat grinder servers, is picking the points where you shoot from. And the biggest mistake that most players make is exposing themselves too much. There are many points on the map from every spawn point where you can head glitch almost. Take that guy right there. No one can hardly see him, but look what he can see. He can see that entire section of the map, all the enemies across there, and by sitting there he can shoot anybody who goes across that map right there. And there are tons of these little sections that you can jump up onto. You have cover from a lot of the sides, and you can just pick off enemies as they run across. The key is to find little nooks and crannies like this one I'm in right here, taking a shot up here, to go prone behind. You can move in this building, staying prone, staying in these little cracks, and just looking for enemies. Because there are snipers everywhere in Battlefield 4. The sniper rifle's got a big buff, and everybody is using them. And they seem to be quite a bit more accurate. You get picked off if you're standing in the open. It's just gonna happen. When I talk about hurting, this is what I mean. You see all these American players running over here? They're right out in the open. They're just getting mowed down. Because right over here, all the Chinese players have taken cover, and they're just mowing them down as they run out. What these players are doing is not thinking at all. They're not using their noodle, as I said. The smart player is that guy. Look at that. I talked about this position earlier, but it's another perfect example. All the Chinese players are over there. All the Chinese players can see is his head. Yes, he can't get sniped off there, but if you're intelligent and you can move around in these little spots, like little cracks like that, keep as much of yourself unexposed as possible, that is the best way to take out the enemies. The key is with Team Deathmatch, look at your minimap. Before you spawn, look at the big spawn map. We'll go to the tabletop view here. Look at that map before you spawn. You'll see everyone's on that side of the map, and you realize you're probably going to spawn over here because that's where all your teammates are. And since you just looked at your mini-map and you realize you're spawning in the normal American spawn as the Chinese, and you realize all the Americans are up over here in these like little gas containers or wherever they are up over here, you realize you're going to have to find cover to effectively engage them. So you start looking for these little cracks here, these little crevices. You duck behind there. If you have like a sniper rifle, if you have to get close, you might have to And since you were smart as a Chinese player and you looked at the mini-map and you realized it's starting to become a side war here, where it's not this normal spawn points, that you're going to have to take cover. So you start looking for these little spots to hide behind to expose yourself the least to the enemy fire. And you're also looking for the spots where you can like duck behind these stairs and you can see a whole big area where you could possibly, an enemy could run and you could take them out. You see a little spot like this here where there's many spots where you can kind of hover between them. You can hover between them here, there, oops, go back there. On top of these things here, you can go up there where that player is there. You can just see, you can almost see the whole map. Aside from what's on the other side of that building, you can see a good portion of the map. If you hover between these spots and you realize where your enemy is, you can go between them and you can shoot them as it comes. And then if you're vigilant, you're looking at your mini-map, you can realize that, okay, the enemy's eliminated this area. It's now safe to move into this area because they're now up over here. So what you do is you slowly, you don't just run like an idiot, you slowly move over there, taking cover, from cover to cover, running along these places, always looking for your next cover. Like, run to this place, check it out, there's nobody there that you can see. You take cover, you move along to this place, you quick peek this side here, and you move along to another spot, and you realize maybe the enemy's up there, and you can take them out there. And I cannot stress how important these little boxes stacked on top of each other are in staying alive. Yes, stepping out to the side of one of the shipping containers there is an effective way to take cover, but when you step out to the side of one of those, you're exposing your entire body. If you're jumping up on one of these boxes, or one of the crates laying around there, or one of the boxes that are next to the shipping container that you can just see over it, even if you have to crouch down, that is the best way to keep yourself covered. Another crucial thing about team deathmatches, don't get bunched up. See a bunch of these players all together here, they're all fighting together. That's not going to get you many kills, because there's only so many other players on the map, and somewhere else on the map there are a bunch of players on the other team bunched up together. And you don't want to be in that bunch, because not only is it hard to get kills because you're competing against, there's probably about 10 players right there. You're competing against 10 players, looking in the same direction, trying to get that one kill of that one guy that runs out. You might get lucky, you might get that kill. But the key is to not be that player. To come over here and start picking off the players that are bunched up on the other team. Finding good cover behind here, and start picking them off as they come out, as the players come out of the bunch, and one by one eliminating them. I'd like to thank you for watching this first part of this two-part series of the anatomy of Team Deathmatch. In the next part, I'm going to go into actual gameplay and show myself in some of the little spots that I had highlighted, and show you how to effectively use them to the best of your advantage. Get that KDR up there. And you know what? That's what's fun about Battlefield. Just wait till the video ends here, and you'll see the link to the next one. Thank you very much. Remember, use your noodle.